Hi Virgo. I'm so sorry guys. I know that I have not done a Virgo reading in a long time. I have been thinking about you guys. So now we are here with a reading for you. Thank you for your patience. Some of you can have something going on where maybe there was a span of time, starting off with Four of Swords, very fitting. There could have been a span of time when there needed to be a pause. There could have been like, I need to think about this, I need to get my mind right, I need to find clarity, I'm looking for answers, or I just want to feel like I'm in a place where I'm level-headed and I don't have a bunch of stuff going on that feels like it's distracting to me. So there can be a focus on you. I feel like just getting yourself back mentally where you need to be to feel like, okay, I can function normally again now. So there could have been a focus on you taking a break. You could have been putting a pause on maybe other things and just like focusing on yourself for a little bit. I am seeing Ace of Swords and I am seeing Ace of Pentacles, so maybe this time has given you clarity on the next chapter that you want to begin. There have been a lot of changes going on. I do feel like you've been a bit dormant here, but a lot has been happening. It's like maybe on the outside, it seems like not that much is changing. On the inside, there's a lot of stuff going on, and you can feel like your world is being, I don't know, it feels like being kind of like on a ride at an amusement park, and it's like going up and going down and swirling around. But I'm seeing something go on where it's like on, I wonder if this is like energetically, there's something that there's been a lot of movement to the point where you can even be like, I feel like I'm getting sick right now. But then with the Four of Swords, it looks like in other areas of your life, it's like totally paused and totally still. So there's this thing here where I'm seeing a lot of energetic movement, but then I'm seeing, it's like a volcano erupting below the like surface of the ocean, and like on the surface it looks very like calm and serene, but if you were to see what's going on down below, there's like something wild that's happening, something like catastrophic even that's happening. And I wonder too if something about your energy is like kind of waking up now in a way that it hadn't been before. Because this feels like a huge transformation that you've been going through. And maybe you've also been needing to, because this is such a big shift that's happening within your life, because it can feel like a lot is changing right now. Because of that, you can feel too like you have to take more time to yourself. You have to carve out more time to just like be still and be able to regain your energy. Because this can be something that feels taxing and chaotic. So I'm seeing you kind of get swept up in something here. And it feels like it's kind of hitting you from a bunch of different directions as well. That being said, I'm seeing Magician and Two of Cups. Maybe this is going to help you now create something that you want in your life, connect with something that you want in your life. I'm seeing Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So I'd say that for some of you, you like had to go through a little bit of a wake-up call. I feel like there's been a really intense period that you've been going through, and now it feels like now I have the power to do what I want to be doing. This can also be a clearing of your throat chakra, but I also feel like this is connected with your, it feels like root, sacral, and solar plexus too, and then your throat chakra being connected, which means that this can now inspire you to initiate action that you want to take in order to bring something together. And for some of you, this has to do with a relationship. It's like you had to go through all of this stuff that even feels like it was really dramatic and it was really chaotic what you were going through, but then you come out and you're like, oh, I feel like it's like you had to go through something that like woke you up to like who you actually are, but maybe you felt like you were out of touch with that before. And now all of a sudden it's like you're back. Like back and better than ever is the feeling from this. And then having that Two of Cups there can be this like somebody that you're connecting with that you want to kind of like show this side of yourself to and be like, look at where I am. Because it feels like you're in a spot that looks very empowering the way that the Magician is coming out. So you can be like very expressive now. You can be very clear. You can just feel like, you know, when you go through something and it changes kind of the way that you're living life and looking at life to the point where it's like, when you go through something that makes you very vulnerable going through it, and so like all of the exterior things kind of get taken off or like pulled off or whatever till you just feel like really raw, and then you're like, might as well do this then. It kind of feels like that. Like maybe you've been going through something that felt like a really big rough patch and you could have been in like some very quiet mode of, this is like a really big thing that I'm going through right now. I feel like a lot of it is changing. I feel it mostly on the inside though. Like I said before about this thing of a volcano erupting but below the sea, and it looking like it's still on the surface but underneath a lot of stuff is going on. Feels like you went through something like that you could have felt like took you on a really wild ride, all to just empower you. And I think empower you in a way where you're speaking now. So this can be a huge clearing of the throat chakra that's happened, where it feels again like being back and better than ever is the feeling of the Magician here. And now you can be like, now I'm connected with myself. Now my action aligns with my heart and what I really feel, and I feel empowered, and I have these visions for my life, and I'm going to make them happen now. It just feels like this now, all of a sudden. But it's not all of a sudden. Maybe to other people it feels like that because they haven't been knowing what's been going on with you. But as far as this, it's like this has been an ongoing process, and I get the feeling that this was very rough what you were going through. And now you can be more honest about the way that you feel, about your true feelings. But as much as this can be, for those of you that you're going to be connecting with someone now, as much as there can be a focus on the relationship, this is also about the relationship of your Mars and your Mercury energy coming together. Because Mars is about getting things done and doing what we want, and Mercury is about those things that we decide we want. Like, I'm envisioning this. So Magician is the part of you, Mercury is the part of you that's like, I have this idea, I have this blueprint, and Mars is a part of you that builds that takes action to make that happen. And so now they're working together. Which means that maybe before you were taking action, but it was not connected with what you wanted to manifest in your life, but you were showing up and doing things, and then it wasn't creating what you wanted, but you were just doing that anyway, because there may have been a disconnect there. This feels like you've been healing the relationship of that aspect of your energy. And so now that that's happening, it feels like I'm hearing gives you the right. It can allow you now to connect with this person, with your Two of Cups. So there's some type of process of healing that you've overcome now at this point as well, like that you've successfully moved through. It's like now you can join forces. The Two of Cups is going to be something that slowly but surely it's coming together. Temperance is coming out with that. I am seeing an Ace of Cups. There's a new chapter that is beginning. There's a connection here that I'm seeing. There's not a rush. This feels like, you know, when you connect with someone and you feel the connection with the person, and it actually has you feeling secure because that's just how compatible you are, and that's just like the synastry, the synergy that you have with the person. You may have good synastry with them too. That's going to be your charts coming together with one another. It's an astrology thing. this feels like a type of connection that you have with someone that feels like it just goes together. And when you have that, you don't feel like you have to be in a panic to make things happen, because there's this feeling of confidence that comes with it, of knowing genuinely that you go together with this person. So there's not we need to rush and make this happen or put this together so it doesn't fall apart, because you know that naturally you just go together with this person. That will be the feeling. And that it's mutual. So I'm seeing something about you connecting with this person, but there not being a rush. Because it's like, it was all this work to just get here with you, and now why would I want to speed this part up? I want to take my time, like that. And there can still be some sensitivities having to do with feelings. I'm seeing, like, it looks like surprise having to do with feelings. It can even be stuff that's being revealed that wasn't really exposed before, that now it's kind of here. But I think you going through all of this stuff made it more obvious to you the way that you truly felt about things, and that's still something that you are navigating through, because there's a lot of stuff there and you're just moving through it. But it does take some time, and you can feel kind of like new to expressing yourself in this way and feeling your feelings in this way, and maybe trusting them. I think that's a big one too with this. Maybe you weren't trusting yourself to the point of actually honoring your truest feelings and your intuition before, and now you can be. Exactly. Okay. So with this Two of Cups, I'm seeing Page of Swords. And what that means, this is such a happy time, Virgo. So having Two of Cups and having Page of Swords, you can be getting to know someone. And you can also be getting to know yourself. You can be getting to know yourself better. You can be getting to know someone else. It feels like the beginning here of like conversations that are happening, but it feels like the more you find out, the more confident you feel about this, that your feelings have been right all along. And you can still be in the process of learning from that. Because whatever this is, whatever this eruption was that happened, I'm seeing that you're still learning from that. So I don't think that you've read everything that there is to read about this yet, or that you've gleaned all of the information that you can get from this. It feels like there's a lot that you've learned, and it seems like there's a lot that you're still learning about this big, important, significant time within your life. And that some period of just stillness, it seems, more than anything, has helped you move through this, where you can have been really focusing on yourself and taking care of yourself, maybe like more health oriented. It can be things that have helped you ground while still being aware and tuned in. So this isn't like I'm turning everything off and I'm checking out. This is I'm turning everything off so I can check in. And this is giving you more of an understanding of what this is that you're intending to create within your life. And you can still feel like I'm still figuring that out. This bigger plan for me is still unfolding, and I'm still finding my way through it. But what I do know is that all of this is real. None of this is this stuff that I've been telling myself I should be doing this, or that person expects this of me. This is just like all totally authentic where you are within the energy, and you're like, yeah, I don't have it all figured out. And maybe before, when you felt most lost, you were like putting off this vibe of having things figured out, and it just could have felt like the biggest lie to you. And now you can be at this point where you don't know and you're figuring it out, and you're like, I don't know and I'm figuring it out, and that feels more honest and more true to you than anything else had. And that is a big part of the gift of what this is for you. And seeing the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it shows coming out of something successfully where you feel like the victor moving through something. Like, yeah, look what I accomplished, look what I did. It feels like this has been some major, like, even course correction that kind of been happening. All of this energy and work that had to be put in, all for you to get here to this point. And now it feels like I may not know everything, but I know that I'm where I'm supposed to be now, and I can say that confidently, and it's not just words. It's something that I feel deeply within my soul. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.